What's going on, guys? Coach Chris Specht here. In this video, I am going to do a quick live while I drive. So, 100% focused on what I'm doing. Should I buckle up? I'm terrible at buckling up. But let's buckle up if I can. When that seatbelt thing doesn't want to get up the seatbelt. Wow. There we go. So, in this video, we'll quickly talk about what it takes to start your Amazon FBA, all the tools you need, all the steps required, and essentially the timeline that you would need to start a successful Amazon FBA selling. So let's get right into it. If people are joining, if you have any questions and you join late, hit me up in the comment section. Hopefully I can answer those for you after, but I won't be answering any questions while we drive. So first thing that you are going to need when you're starting to sell on Amazon is obviously you're going to need a computer to do your work because it's computer based. You're probably going to need a smartphone as well. If you don't have one, you're going to need a smartphone because you'll end up doing a lot of future edits, and you'll end up spending more time on your smartphone looking at your sales and analytics than probably on your PC. So once you're on your computer, you are going to need to have an Amazon account. Now, there's two kinds of account. There's just a regular Amazon account, which is the same account that you buy your stuff from on Amazon. Okay, that's the Amazon account I'm talking about. There's also an Amazon seller account or a Seller Central. So if you Google Amazon Seller Central, it'll take you to there. That's for people who want to sell on Amazon. So you're also going to need that account as well. There are two kinds of seller accounts. There is a professional and just a personal seller account. Just start with a personal seller account for the beginning. Once you get over 30 sales a month, 30 unit sales a month, then upgrade to the pro. If you're consistently doing 30 sales a month, which isn't hard to do, it's really easy, especially if you send in, you know, a decent amount of product. It's pretty easy to do 30 sales a month. So eventually, once you get to there, it's more worth it to be a pro seller. When you're a personal seller, you pay $1 fee for every sale, in addition to all the other fees. So the fulfillment fees and anything like that, or if you're doing the fulfillment yourself, merchant fees, commissions, etc., you're paying $1 per sale, per transaction. But with the pro, it's $30 a month, but it includes unlimited sales. To give you an idea, we sell approximately 1,500 units a month of products. So if I were still a personal seller, I'd be spending $1,500 a month just to sell my products versus 30. So go set up an Amazon, obviously a buying account. If you're not yet buying from Amazon, it's probably a good idea to start shopping on there at least and looking at products, because the deals are fabulous. The brands are there, the products are great, you got great feedback, good reviews to read, great return policy. So make sure you have your Amazon account, then set up an Amazon personal account to sell. From there, download onto your smartphone. So you're going to need a smartphone, so download the Amazon Seller Central app onto your smartphone. So far it shouldn't have cost you any money, other than if you don't have a laptop, which I think everyone does, or a computer, and you don't have a smartphone, which it seems like everyone has one, it shouldn't cost you have cost you any money yet to get started. especially if you're doing a personal seller's account up front. Shouldn't have cost you any money at all. Downloading the app is free. The Seller Central app is the similar platform to what you get when you log in on your computer, but with the app you get some extra tools. You get a tool called a scanner. It's in the top right corner to help you scan products that sell on Amazon. So when you're in stores shopping, you'll be able to scan products that are on clearance or blowout or big discount or just whatever. You'll be able to scan them and then see what they sell for on Amazon, what the current price is on Amazon. You can actually then even check the trended price as well and all that type of stuff. So you're gonna need that app. So now that you have that app on your phone, you can get started as an Amazon seller. I would recommend hitting up, if you're in Canada, hit up Dollaramas. They have a lot of brand name products, Lego, Play-Doh, Hot Wheels. What else is, I mean, they have so many products that are brands. Hundreds of thousands of products that are brands. Those are just a few to name. What else would be good ones? What are they called? Blind bags. Books. They have lots of great books in Dollaramas. And what else? I call it Dollaramazon because I'm sure there are thousands of people who go to Dollaramas to scan products. And you'll find a lot of unique stuff. You know, probably they did a one-time buy, got a bundle of unique products, so that you won't really be competitive with the products you find there. There's obviously a lot of products like, you know, Skylander toys, etc., that, you know, there are 50, 60 other FBA sellers selling. So you're competing and it's driving down the price of it in the market. But then there are a lot where there's no other FBA sellers selling, and the actual price on Amazon, I call it the convenience price because people love just the convenience of buying on Amazon, that they'll pay the extra price versus trekking to a dollar store. Some people even hate dollar stores. They feel it's degrading to shop in a dollar store. So that's why people will spend more money to buy from a retailer like Amazon. But take your Amazon seller tool, head over to a Dollarama or a dollar store in your area, start scanning the barcodes and start evaluating the products. Tap on the different parts of the screen. It'll show you like things like how many sellers there are. It'll show you like the price and how much money you'll make if you sell it via Amazon fulfilled or by merchant fulfilled, which is you. Sending and shipping and paying for all that. Amazon fulfilled is when you take the products, you buy a bunch, let's say you buy 100 items, you take them, you box them up, a couple boxes, and you ship them all to Amazon and let Amazon or hire Amazon to do all the work, to do the picking, the packing, the collecting of the credit card, the paying your, submitting your GST, etc., your taxes, shipping the product to the customer, handling returns, etc., customer service. You pay a you pay a commission because Amazon, you're on Amazon's platform, so you pay a 15% commission of your sell price, and then 2, you pay a pick and pack fee, which is actually extremely low. It's usually around $5, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, give or take, to have Amazon handle 100% of everything for you. There's like one stage you got to handle, that's later. If a customer has a question about the product and they reach out to you through your account, then you would respond. And if you don't know the answer, if it's an Amazon, if it's an answer that Amazon has to provide, you would just let them know Amazon can answer that for you. Here's the information to contact Amazon. So you're pretty much ready to sell based on that little 10-minute exchange there. You are live and ready to sell. You just got to start buying products, shipping them to Amazon. That products that you find that have a good ranking, so they actually have a ranking. Tip number 1, don't buy products that don't have a ranking. So what a ranking is You'll scan a product, it'll come up, the product will show on a list of all the products, and under the product it'll give a rank. It'll say rank, and it'll say like 23,000 or 150,000 or 1,488,000. Okay, those are ranks. That means that the product is actually selling and starting to move down the rank of all the products in its category. It's starting to move down slowly towards spot number 1. The lower it is, the more volumes sold. Tip number 2, run that rank through Jungle Scout's rank estimator. So just Google Jungle Scout estimator tool or estimator. It'll come up. You can take that number, you can select a marketplace, you can select the category, then you can type in the rank, and it'll tell you how many sell a month. So then you can just, let's say the number is 100. You then would look at how many FBA sellers there are. Let's say there's 5. Let's say you all are selling it at the same price, no one's undercutting each other. Then you can divide 100 by 5, and each person should sell about 20. So try not to buy more than 20 of them per se, is a good way to gauge it. Now, if there are less sellers and it's higher rank, you know, that's kind of how I go about the numbers there. So tip number 1, make sure there's a rank. Tip number 2, run your rank on Jungle Scout's free estimator tool. Just Google it. Tip number 3, don't buy a product without a rank, because it's very high risk. It does take advanced skill set to get it ranked, and advanced skill set to sell the product using advertising. Things you'll need to spend some money on to learn. It's possible, 100% possible. A lot of people do it. It's also contingent on demand. So if there's no rank, there may not be any demand for the item. Rank is a great indicator of demand for the item. A number 1 ranked product, let's say in sporting goods, probably sells upwards of 15,000. Let's just use a number of 10,000 units by one seller. That number 1 ranked guy for whatever product it may be. Okay, page 1, so the top 24 ranked people in that category, the demand may be upwards of 50,000 units in total for page 1 sales. So page 1 means when you type in a product name, let's just type in the word umbrellas, okay, on Amazon. What comes up is page 1. There's usually about 24 listings on page 1. The top one is the number 1 ranked product for umbrellas in that listing for umbrellas, okay? Not for the category. The category of umbrellas might be like, I don't know, household. I don't know what umbrellas falls under, but that's the parent category. And what I'm talking about, 10,000 sales, I'm talking about the parent category. The subcategory for specifically for umbrellas, okay, household, then umbrellas, that subcategory, the number 1 ranked guy might be doing 1,000 umbrella sales a month at whatever, 20 bucks an umbrella or something like that. So he's selling $20,000 in umbrellas a month, and he might be buying them for $2 or $3. Okay, so, and then as it goes down, there's 24 people on page 1 for umbrellas. That's page 1. That's the landing page for umbrellas. That's where most of the sales occur. So don't buy products that are, don't scam products, and if they don't come up ranked, don't buy them. Stay away. Other tips would be look for profitable items. Look for items that have profit, because you don't want to buy a product that is going to potentially maybe cost you $4.50 to buy, and it sells for $14.99. Keep in mind, Amazon keeps a portion of the profit, you know, because they have to pay for things like shipping, picking, packing. So employees, they got to handle the fees for merchant services, so Amazon, whatever, they take Visa, MasterCard, etc. And returns. They also got to supply the needed supplies, boxes, paper, return labels, etc. to return products. So that $5 or $6 that you'll pay for that service is 100% worth it. Not only is it worth it, but you're going to actually get more sales by sending your products to Amazon than fulfilling the orders yourself, because when you go Amazon FBA and you send your products to their fulfillment centers, you become a prime seller, and a prime seller is really the business. I think eventually everyone who buys from Amazon, well, not everyone, but it's a high percentage right now, I think it's 50% of the consumers on Amazon are Amazon Prime, meaning they pay a $8 subscription, monthly subscription to be Prime. They get all these perks, but they get that 2-day shipping. So they literally are like, I'm almost addicted. I'm not addicted yet, but now it's becoming my first go-to for products that I think I need. Like I was on there this morning, I need a new laundry hamper. So I was looking, I'm like, I don't really want to spend $50 on a laundry hamper. And the ones that are 15 bucks, the ratings are cheap, so I didn't buy it. But that was my first go-to. So I might look around. But a lot of times, like we actually just bought the other day, we bought a pump for our fountain outside in our garden area. We bought a new pump, and perfect, worked like a charm, and got it in 2 days. So that's huge. It's just one click. It's easier than me going to the store and trying to find it. Just that time savings for me, and I think for a lot of people, is what is so attractive with Amazon, is just that time component. It would have probably taken me a few stores and a couple hours to find a pump, whereas I probably checked 20 stores, Amazon storefronts, and with an easy search found the pump within minutes, clicked pay for it. Shipping was already covered, so I didn't have to hum and haw about the shipping price. It was already included, and just, you know, the price of the product. That was it. So it's easy. The world is trending that way. We're still pre-knee. We are still you know, we're still like at the, if you're an Amazon seller, you're probably at the early stages of saturation. We're pre-knee. It's not saturated with sellers, especially in Canada. You can still, if you're ambitious, if you're sharp and ambitious, you can still probably build $1 million business in a year, and be one of the top stores, simply with ambition, just simply with going out and scanning products and buying products and shipping to Amazon, or building up a private label where you buy products from China in bulk, create your own brand for it, build your own brand. So tip number 5 or whatever I'm at would be definitely look into private label and sourcing products from China, because it's become so easy to do, especially with express shipping, where you can basically buy the product like you would on Amazon. You can buy it from Alibaba, pay for express shipping, and have actually the product shipped direct to Amazon, and actually have your salesperson or your factory in China that you're buying from handle all the freight, duty, ship it direct. All the fees would be all incorporated. So that's become way too easy of a business model, and is probably one of the more profitable business models out there. Personally, for me, it's the most profitable business model I have. I have about $5,000 in scanned products I buy locally in inventory at Amazon. I probably have about $10,000 to $20,000 of inventory, probably about $15,000 of inventory of private label products in Amazon. So, and my bigger revenue generator is my private label business. But I still love my retail arbitrage business. I probably have about 300 books at Amazon, so my book business is a smaller component. I got a lot of the books for free. I got upwards of about 300 books for free. So I have about 400 books, I would say. And those trickle out and sell for anywhere between $10 and $30. So a lot of profit I'm just gaining from getting these free books. So I might actually do a video on how to obtain free books. A lot of people are interested in that. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section below. So yeah, just build up those components. I call those the pillars of an Amazon seller. And then online arbitrage is kind of like a hybrid of retail arbitrage and private label, although you're not really labeling it unless it becomes successful. That's the 4th pillar. And that is when you go to places like dhgate.com and or you go to AliExpress, or you go to other online stores and you buy products in bulk. Some may be branded, some may be just generic. Like I was on DHgate last month, bought 100 of a product, cost me $500, shipping included. It's due to arrive any day now to me. I will then turn around, I'll put the labels on, then turn around, ship that off to Amazon. The product should sell for $30. Should, you know, again, you got to look at risk assessment. I calculated all that, pretty easy to do. But that's online arbitrage. I didn't private label nothing, and I wasn't out doing retail shopping or anything like that. So that's just online, an online buy that I made. And if it's a successful product, I'll just keep reordering the inventory until the cycles run out. So those are your 4 pillars. Build your 4 pillars as fast as you can. That's a big tip. Try to get kind of your balance. Don't sit on your business on one leg. Try to have multiple legs. I know a lot of people that just do arbitrage. If they have multiple products, that's all right, but they usually can't get the quantity to make it stable, so they're just putting a lot of money, buying a lot of products. The inventory sits around for a year. They sell a little bit. Okay, it's not consistent. Okay, then I know people who do private label who just launch one product a year, and all of a sudden they have trouble with that one product and they like fail. You know, if you're gonna do private label, you have to, you know, and one thing I teach in my course is I'd rather you launch 3 or 4 products and test it at lower quantity and learn how to rank 3 or 4. You'll become more successful than just one at a time, because if that one fails and never catches, and then, you know, 3 months go by and then you launch another and that one fails, you're already 6 months into the game doing it one at a time. Private label, you want to at least do 2 minimum. Don't do 1, at least do 2. Don't buy 1,000, buy 500, 400, 300, 600 total. Keep the prices at between $2 and $5 total. Again, work with your budget, but do a couple. I think I had one question there. Let's see here. What was that question? I can't find it. Here we go. Man, I can't start because, so how's it going? Amin, man, I can't start because Amazon don't accept prepaid credit cards. Yeah, no, they definitely don't take the gift cards. So you'd have to do that. You have to do that separately. You're living outside the U.S., that's fine. I mean, give you an example. Jungle Scout, which is a common software that a lot of people use. A lot of people using lots of different software to do product research. Jungle Scouts allows you to do research on over 10 platforms. So Germany, UK, US, Canada, Mexico, Spain, Australia, whatever. That's 7 already, and I know there's a bunch more. I've gone on most of them and done product research in a lot of different places. I haven't hit like Spain or Germany because I don't speak the language, so I can't really read or navigate the site. You can do it from anywhere. I know people are doing it from Brazil. I know people are doing it from Mexico. I know people are doing it from Australia. I get hit up all the time from people all over the world. You can be in one of those countries, start your business in the US or Canada. Shopify guides, e-commerce expert. Cool name. Shopify versus Amazon FBA, and why? Well, I don't do Shopify, so that's why. I've listened to, like, my mentor is Tanner J. Fox, and I call him my virtual mentor. That's who I learned from. He's an Amazon guy. He works with Dan De Silva. He's a Shopify guy. They both have their reasons why one is better than the other. So those would be the 2 experts. I'd suggest you look at, you know, their videos to see what fits you and your kind of needs. I wasn't actually familiar with Shopify at the time. When I started, I was actually looking at social media marketing. I was looking at going out, pounding the pavement, reaching out to businesses and starting to do their social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. But I'm not great at social media. Like, I'm okay at it. So I wasn't really super confident. It was just I was looking for other ways to make money. And I was in sales. I've been in sales for 20 years. So I can deal with people. I'm very charismatic. It's not a problem. I can connect. I can get clients. But the promise to build a great social media following, I definitely would have had to take a course on how to do that and learn. And it would have been a probably slow curve. So I didn't do SMA, but it led me to Tanner, taught me how to do Amazon FBA. And that was by far the best decision I made. Didn't have to really deal with people, which is fine. I still deal with them. Funny, you get into a business, you don't want to deal with people, but you end up having to deal with your customers because you're trying to build a brand at the end of the day. Even though you're building a brand through the Amazon platform, you're still building brand names that you create. In my private label business, so that's what I was trying to do. So I mean, it just blew up from there, and I've had super success. I've looked at Shopify. I've thought about Shopify for a brand to tie my YouTube channel to. I haven't gotten that far. So my coach Chris Becht persona, you know, like I did a video a couple days ago about Logan Paul and how he's a genius marketer. Well, what's the platform he's using? Shopify. How did he make $1 million in one day? You know, go check out the video I made. It's a great platform as well. I think both are super successful. It just depends on how hard you work at it, and all the tools that you're willing to invest in, because everyone is required of tools. You can't just start a Shopify business and sit there. Whereas you can start an Amazon business, send products to Amazon and sit there. You can't do that with Shopify. You have to run Facebook ads, you have to run Instagram ads, you have to build 100%, you have to build your client database for sure. So that to me is a little bit of a difference. Your Amazon spy tool. What spy tool are you talking about? Amazon spy tool, like Jungle Scout? That'd be, I guess, if you're talking about spy tools where I can spy on all the numbers that people are doing, I use Jungle Scout. So Jungle Scout, I use the Chrome extension the most, which is an attachment. It's about $200. You buy it, you can attach to your Chrome, and allows you to see all the numbers that everyone's doing. You know, you just type in a keyword, and you know, and then it allows you to analyze the data, so you can see there's the demand, is it competitive, how heavy is it, what's the sales history, how much were these guys selling it for, what were their price increases and drops. Allows you to see everything, cost of goods, generalization, fees, Amazon fees. Allows you to see everything. So that would be my spy tool, I guess, if that's what you're talking about. My research tool is also Jungle Scout, which is their web app, which allows me to put in filters for price points I want to hit. So what, you know, if I look and maybe I want to hit up the $100 or $200 price point and make a lot of profit, those are the filters that I'm looking for. Your best cashback app. I wouldn't actually recommend any of them. Most of them I have had a hard time with, failed with them. So I'm not a huge fan of any cashback apps. Alright guys, I am done for today. I will probably upload another video later on and do another live. Let me know in the comment section what you want to hear, and I will talk to you then. Peace.